think I have... I don't. So we gotta make a new guy. We gotta make John Cena again.
No!
We can rebuild them. We have the technology.
We do. Oh, no. Nope. There we go.
Oh, good. I showed up at the perfect time.
Yeah, so the stream crashed last time. And, so we're going through this again.
We're not socializing this room. Unlocking it.
Yeah.
She's just contemplating it too. Fuck. Where is it?
What?
Gives
Okay.
Okay. Let's hope I don't have to restart my computer again. No.
Primary power off.
Oh, it's already been decided.
Yeah. So we've been through this twice. John? Oh, thank God I have my mouse. Thank God. Alright. So now we can actually start playing the game.
Okay.
So for those of you who weren't there, I am not allowed to ever level up intelligence ever again. I have done it once, and that is all. We're also going to be borrowing a force power after we get out of the prologue and we get to my first level up, so you can all see what they all are. And I'm also not allowed to use security actions, and I might have to use one in the prologue, just because.
Yeah, I think in the robot sections you are forced to use a couple of them.
Yeah.
To continue.
It's just in the first zone though. In this prologue thing, you have to do it once. I'm pretty sure.
This is the main hole.
But actually, that's a very, very concerning audio noise. Yeah, let's go. Broken items.
Sometimes bashing or blowing open a container will break some of the items in the container.
The fucking hero
But you can
Gontroid.
use even broken items. This old woman appears to be dead. There is a key card on the body that looks like it opens a locker somewhere.
I like how you just rolled right over her.
Oh yeah.
God. Also, yeah, everything's on a fucking 10-second delay. Keep
Yeah.
forgetting.
Oh, that's right. I have to do that later. Oh, this is actually.
You can hear a banging noise coming from the other side of the door to this storage compartment. But the door, while some doors can be bashed
Well, yeah, I have to do a security action. That's okay. John Cena's dead right now.
If you need help exploring the Ebon Hawk,
It's a prologue. The game hasn't actually started yet.
That's true.
The WWE is in tatters.
You are in critical condition. You will need a med pack.
Just
Did you
observe this for a moment. John Cena's fucking dumbass mug on a bed.
Wait, hang on, please hold that.
I can't.
No, wait.
I'm going back. I'm going back.
I got the reticle up to screen cap it, and then fucking it went away.
Aw, shit. Let's see.
The med pack.
Oh, I think that
Success. You are.
garbage. We'll go back. Save that.
No, we got it,
This
we
lift
got
will
it.
take
Okay,
you
cool.
to the outer hull of the Ebon Hawk.
I got the screen cap of the med pack can stabilize John Cool Ice Cena's condition.
Nice.
So we're good.
Thank God. This is history in the making
This
here.
is the card. Talking to other characters is much like using the computer
I should give the
console in the
story.
cockpit. Scroll through your
The
response
slow
options or
fingers
move
for
the
the
mouse
screen cap button.
Furthermore,
So we're just gonna appreciate 3CFD and his confusion. Fucking roll away.
you use the key card you found to open the locker. The impact armor from this locker can be equipped.
Oh, I accidentally started the combat trial. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna skip the motherfucking tutorial now.
This is the main hole.
Short story, you fix the damn ship.
This is the cockpit. Do you want to skip the prologue?
Nope.
Do you want to bypassing the prologue?
Thank God the computer can fix the ship for me. More important though, John Cool Lysina.
Bypassing the prologue.
Yep.
See, we've got the pause screen again.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
It's every time there's a cutscene, so every time I change planets, it's gonna pause. Twice.
Using Open Broadcaster?
Shadowplay.
Awake.
Yeah, Shadowplay.
John
what it
Cena's
does-
kicking out a 2.
What Shadowplay does is, if the screen is too dark, it just pauses the stream for some reason.
That
Look
must
at him go.
suck if you're playing Amnesia.
Yeah,
Anything
no,
that's
we
dark.
had a time with Jay playing some game that he was streaming that like every few seconds or something it would.
Look at those fucking shoes, by the way.
Yeah, I was about to comment on that earlier. Like, he's got some fucking kicks.
Guy's got fucking lightning rods. I wonder, are those Jordans? Get the fuck.
He is John Cool Ice.
Yes.
Caesar? Caesar? Oh.
Caesar.
John Caesar.
Coming out F5 fucking... Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm blanking out hard on the fucking...
Giving the Republic the 5-knuckle shuffle.
Yeah, the 5-knuckle shuffle, the fucking cartridge. Here we go.
Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the Kotor tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Navi computer.
Hardcore plot
I'm
points
surprised
here,
the ship
folks.
was able to
Oh,
make it
yeah.
inside the Paraguas Asteroid Field without the asteroid drift charts. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while
God, it
security
bothers
works through
me
the
that
other
you see
items
the
on the
eyeball
ship. It looks like
silhouettes
the
in these
utility
fucking
droid that
That's
Team 3 was able to
Because
get
BioWare
to
was
enough
very
to get
proud
to
of
the
their
colony.
fully rendered
We're
eyeballs.
prepared to...
They gotta show it off, dude.
Polygon.
Could
Can
be
you
a
imagine
Jedi,
if, like,
but
once
we won't know
hologram
for sure
tech
till we get the
becomes a
transmission
thing,
back from the Republic.
like,
Yeah.
everything else is
Survivor is a Jedi.
transparent, but
That
then
would
the
account for the
eyeballs are
recovery.
just fully
But I'm more
rendered.
concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble.
Solid.
Some of the miners, especially Kotor, are already another
Completely
accident today.
opaque.
A detonation of the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown
At least
measures
this
hadn't
is a step up
activated, the
from,
whole
like, the
facility would have been
Half-Life era, where
destroyed.
it also
Got
renders
most of the
their-
enter to the Kotor tanks
Yeah, true.
One
Well,
of the
they
wounded said a droid
solved
caused
that
the
by just
accident,
not adding
but we
teeth
couldn't
to
get into
any.
specifics.
Yeah,
That's true.
They
Miners
figured that
about the
out.
Jedi.
Can't fucking render them if they don't exist.
That's
And
why
not even
there's
memory
no
wipes seem to
dentist
be
Star
fixing the
Wars.
problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several
Fucked
of
up
them
theory.
and moved them down to maintenance. But we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to
Listen,
almost
Jordan,
half
you just
shift.
said there's
And
no
with the droids
underwear in
malfunctioning,
space.
we
It's
may not
possible.
make a kilo shipment for this month.
Anything is
Fortunately,
popsicle
the
in this
detonation didn't
universe.
cause a lockdown.
I said
Warning.
that.
There has been a fuel
Well, up
detonation
until just
in the
recently, you
mining
were a
tunnels.
popsicle.
Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures. No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay. Everyone evacuate.
Everybody dead.
Everyone evac.
Oh, yeah.
Are there drinking rules to this stream, by the way?
If you want to make drinking rules, that's fine.
Oh god, I have ciders.
Nobody is going to stop.
Don't do this. Okay. I was gonna give me a fucking tutorial again. Okay, I already skipped the prologue. Oh yeah, John Cena's favorite thing. Nondescript chemicals. Oh, no.
Those also are my favorite.
Oh yeah. Best item in the game right here.
Corpse?
Mm-hmm. Look at that guy's skull.
Oh, plasma torch. Okay, there we go.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead.
Oh god.
Oh, jeez.
Who are you?
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are
What's with that
mine.
guy's legs?
Tell me, do you recall what happened?
I don't know. There's a weird rendering issue with some colors.
Yeah. I'll have to look at it later.
It's no big deal.
I confess I know little more than you do.
I'm the one asking
I do not
questions.
know where here is. I do recall rescuing you. The Republic ship you were on was attacked, and you were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
That also could be a scaling thing, because the patch they did for this game added the higher resolution stuff. So it might actually be native to the game, and it just looks weird to you, and it doesn't look weird to me because this game was like 240p when it first came out.
You know?
Do you think I'm
I
a
just
Jedi?
noticed
You're
that,
mistaken.
Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
What is this place?
I do not know. I
Yeah, I
was
just
removed
noticed,
from the events
a
of the
couple
world as I
frames back.
slept. A survey of the surroundings
Mr.
may
Cool
provide the answers
Icena
we
has
seek. The
has
ship
Hank
we arrived
Hillbutt.
in, the Ebon
Yeah.
Hawk, must still be in this place. We should recover it.
Yeah,
and
he
leave.
do.
Yeah, see? Look at it. Look at it!
We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they
Oh,
will
geez.
find us easy prey indeed. Even as I slept, I felt
Here
much
I am
unrest
munching on
here.
snacks, forgetting I
I
have a
saw
microphone
strange
on.
visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. A last word of caution. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived. You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions.
We don't need clothes. Oh, here's a requirement for you guys when you get up there. Every time I have this option, and I can say this to like every single living person who is on this station, which is like 3 people, but the miners in the med bay were murdered. Know why? Is going to be selected every time.
I do not know. I can spare you. Indeed, a Jedi trance could protect one from such poisons. In fact, the sedatives may have been intended to keep you unconscious for some time. It would prove lethal to those untrained in such techniques, however. Most curious. And so do you. Perhaps we could discuss it at length later on. Now we have other concerns, among them finding our new enemy.
My primary concern is how that weird thing that goes under your chin stays attached to your chin.
Yep.
I have found
And
that
your cheek.
answers
Why it
come in
only
their
goes
own
halfway up
time,
your
not ours.
A lot of glue.
Turn your energy to the matter at hand. If we cannot find a way out of here, the answers will prove useless anyway.
Alright, I'm done.
I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here I will remain and attempt to center myself.
We also need to really understand how this woman survived getting killed by an inexplicable force and run over by T3 and 4. Because I ran her over as hell. Alright, now we gotta equip the best weapon in the game. The plasma torch. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we gotta have the sickest weapon drawing sequence. All this, check out this kung fu first of all, and the sickest weapon drawing sequence ever. Take out my fucking stick.
Holy shit.
Emergency lockdown overridden.
Yeah, it's overridden as fucking hell.
I like how that just reminds me of like the Matrix Online.
Oh yeah, it does.
Emergency lockdown is in effect.
You draw the plasma torch as if it's a gun. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that either.
To contain the explosion.
So I am allowed to use swords.
Yeah.
Stop. Stop. I'm gonna carve the absolute crap out of metal compounds with a sword. What you don't know about this game is that every single sword is actually glorious Nippon steel, folded over 1,000 times.
At least.
At least.
At least over 1,000.
Yeah. Greater than or equal to.
You know, it's somewhat comforting to me that knowing that this is going to be the easiest combat I'm ever going to have in this game.
What was that swing? You like kind of just wiggled your sword at it and killed it.
Yeah, welcome
That
to
was-
combat animations.
That was an amazing flurry.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah, this'll work. This was combat animation circa 2004, so... These doors, though, also check out this dude's fucking chompers.
Oh boy.
Look at that happy man. That man died wonderfully.
I am.
Oh my god.
Look at him fucking go.
Yeah, he is.
He is ready.
Yeah, buddy!
He was ready to die before he died.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure I could have opened that with the console. But I didn't.
You gotta bop everything.
Doesn't the plasma torch just fucking one-shot everything you need to bash?
I'm pretty sure it does, yeah. And it also breaks like half the items in it.
Is this thing on? All right.
Well, I mean, that
all
also
hands,
happens with bashing,
especially
so,
you,
yeah.
Kotor. Listen up, because I'm not going to say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is going to take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Paraguan fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Paraguas 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out.
Yeah, apparently, spoiler alert, gas burns.
And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that
Thing
Jedi
that I'm
showed
going to
up,
mention
things are
now that
getting
will
worse.
drive you nuts.
Not just Kotor,
There are
miners,
no
or the fight.
reverse quotation
Now the
marks.
droids are acting
They both
crazy.
face backwards.
If we don't find what's causing this, or who,
Oh
this
Jesus.
facility's gonna be
Yeah, I
space dust by the
apologize.
time the next
No,
Eagles
not that.
fighter
I didn't
arrives.
know this was developed by Obsidian.
Yeah, this is the Obsidian game.
Oh fuck, I thought it was BioWare's fault.
So,
No.
you're in maintenance.
I mean, it's
Then
BioWare's fault
maybe
for
you
the
can
engine.
tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary
This man's
decay,
goggles,
but
too.
I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring.
Alright, I'm gonna take
It
off to
isn't
go play
happening.
Eagleton.
So the
Ooh,
next
fun.
time we nearly have a breach in the
Old
ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange.
Oh my god.
So I want you to find out how these droids
Also,
are being sabotaged. That'll
the security
tell me who's
officer
trying
has
to
a
clear
phantom
path
mustache.
to get that Jedi off the facility and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot. I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt Kotor or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any
Hardcore
chances
plot
while we're
line.
sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped. I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt, and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged, maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them.
Now that that guy's done talking, I can look at myself. And all these corpses that are smiling at me.
Hey, look, a dude.
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond.
God, his
It stems
fucking
from
shoes
nothing
every
but
time.
They're really great.
They're so
not
bright.
sense them. Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions. Ah, you can feel them.
This is Star
The
Wars Episode
droids
2,
you
Attack of the
cannot
Crabs.
perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read that.
I'm out. Catch you guys later.
See ya.
Ah, you hear it. It
Oh,
is
he
fate,
leaves
but
just
is
as we're about to cancel a force power.
What a bitch.
Go fucking message him. Get him back in. Is there something wrong with
It
me?
is the Force you feel. It has not been so long as for
Absolutely.
you to forget.
Oh, yeah.
Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you.
Search your feelings. Like anywhere, everyone
I shall
else in the Star
guide
Wars
you down
universe tells you to do.
familiar paths.
Alright, for only for a
You
bit.
will
Yeah,
need it
yeah,
if
yeah.
we are to survive. and
I
escape
need
this
you on
place.
this one, Tim, because you actually know what some of these force powers do.
Yeah. So I can properly screw you over.
Absolutely. Okay. So I get 5 points. I'm gonna get 5 points for the rest of the game too, by the way. Thanks. Alright, so here are all the force powers, and you can pick any one of these. And that's not just like if you pick heal, I can't use any of these in the heal tree. You can pick auras the same way, and there are a lot of force powers, so we'll just start from the top. You can any one of these is fair game, and you get to pick one and only one. And I'll give you an honest opinion of any of them if you want. Like, you could bar me from using Force Scream, and I'm probably gonna hate you for that, because that is a great power. Don't know why it's a dark side power, but it's a great one. So we have heal, force aura, burst of speed, force valor, force resistance, energy resistance, different from force resistance, force barrier, which is the most ridiculously awesome icon ever made, which is just a man just standing in a box, hands on his hips, staring at the sky. The invisible helicopters, if you will. Battle meditation, which I don't think anyone's ever used. Force body. That's a real good one. Force Wake Up or Force Revitalize. Affect Mind, which I'm gonna throw my lot in not restricting me from using Affect Mind, because there's one part in the game where I love using that force power. And we'll get to it. But I really like that one. Force Deflection, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure is the only time you ever see this force power after its use in Episode 5, when Darth Vader deflects blaster bolts shot by Han Solo. And Stun, Stun Droid Wound, Slow, Fear, Force Push, Drain Life, Force Suppression, Drain Force, Throw Lightsaber. Yeah, you guys can kill Throw Lightsaber, which everybody knows is the most devastating attack ever unleashed upon Jedi. And Mind Trick. So I know there's a lot to choose from, and a lot of options.
I'm gonna...
Oh no.
Speed, the first, we did an experiment of this, and Force Speed was restricted, and that's a good one to restrict, because that does a lot of things. But I can also get by with that. Like, you could rob me of Force Heal.
Here's that if anyone wants to read through them. Alright, well... Let's
Force
see.
Heal won't be as good as a restriction, because you could still use medkits this time around.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to say Force Deflection, because it would just screw you whenever you have to fight people against blasters with.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be totally honest with you, I don't think I've ever used it, though.
Okay.
Like, if you want me to give you a rundown of the force powers I regularly use, it's Heal, Speed. I'm not going to count and Affect Mind, because everybody uses that. Push and Lightning are two good ones. There's a light side one. Oh, Stun is hilarious. And Stasis Field. I love Stasis Field. Just because of the like, you could restrict me from Stun, but if you've never seen what happens when people go into the Stasis Field, like, they put their hands up as if they're being arrested, but their weapons don't go away.
Oh.
So they're just like, when you have people with two lightsabers in their hands, and you put them in a stasis field, they just, like, put their hands up, and they, like, have this purple thing that goes around. You'll see it if we ever get there, if you don't bar that one. But, but yeah, Drain Life and Death Field. Death Field is weird, because, like, half the time it works and half the time it doesn't. Insanity is a good one, if I end up being Manfred von Prichthofen.
I say Force Lightning, because I know how much you love Force Lightning.
Alright, no Force Lightning. Unless anybody else has any votes.
Yeah, I don't really see Cena as throwing lightning.
Yeah. But he definitely is going to get Insanity.
Oh yeah. Listen, when you're 15-time world champ, you don't walk away without a few mental scars.
Yeah. Alright, so nothing on the lightning, which means I can't just walk into a room, put my hand up in the air like I just don't care, and force storm everybody to death. Alright. So no shock. Right. So the problem with this is, like, you really want to do Stun Droid, but you really don't need it. Like, I'd much rather... Also, the icon for Force Choke is hilarious. That man has no esophagus. It's straight ahead with traps, and then a torso, disconnected.
It's kind of like you just have two wrenches.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm out now. See ya.
Alright, see ya.
Night, man.
See it.
We lost Ethan.
You know what? I'm gonna take Force Screen. That's gonna be my first one. Because I don't think... Yeah, I don't need effect.
You gotta... That's how you activate your fucking theme.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hear the demoralizing call of Cena's theme. Hey, I just noticed your outfit kind of had like a leather, like, groin pouch.
Yeah. This is
I
the
guess
Star
more like
Wars...
a groin sling.
This is the Star Wars equivalent of underpants.
I mean, there is no
Also,
underwear in space, after
Yeah,
all.
I could put on a belt.
You
So
can.
that I'm walking around in nothing but a belt.
You gotta put on your belt.
Also,
You've seen it.
yeah, when you turn on stealth, you just vanish. The bad news is, I didn't do it in time for this guy.
You can waggle at him.
Oh, I can't use Force Scream on this guy.
The dodge animations are also very good.
Oh yeah, they are.
Playing the plasma torch is just like fighting things with a Wiimote.
Yeah, I am. I don't know why that was necessary to show up on the screen. This is what the Wiimote is actually invented for. Killing these
Waggling.
mining droids on Paraguas. Hello there. You're also gonna see that death animation like 50 times.
Good.
That's the only one they have.
That's how
Beyond
it be
this
on this
door,
bitch of an earth,
someone
as the
yet
kids
lives.
say.
Yeah.
Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read.
Atten Rand with his
But you have
patented
nothing to
clothes.
fear from this one. And he might yet prove useful.
How do you know there's nothing to fear if you can't read his minds?
Because I don't have a good answer for you. Because I don't understand what Kreia says. And that's probably why I never take Kreia along in my party. Unless I am mandated to. Which is certainly possible. You could ruin my life by forcing me to take Kreia wherever I go. That's only gonna start after I get off of this flaming hulk of a rock. That's a rock, not Iraq. That's a country.
It's also not a flaming rock.
Well, it's a flaming hulk of Iraq. I'm taking my watch off. It's
I
not
guess
the
that's
same.
fair. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. It's a metaphor. You know, like those
Oh.
things that don't go over Dave Bautista's head?
Yeah, man.
Nothing goes over his head.
God, I'll never get over the fact of learning that was fucking Batista.
Listen, say what you want. Batista's a wonderful human being.
Oh, it's good. I'm not bad. Or I'm not upset about it. Like that's fucking rad.
Oh, yeah. I just enjoy how... Take a quick break and watch me run around in a circle for a second. How, like Dave Bautista and Vin Diesel, won, you know, the same set for Guardians of the Galaxy, because, Vin Diesel was Groot, and, like, Dave Bautista was giving Vin Diesel all the trash in the world because he had, like, 3 words. And that was all the lines he had, was, I am Groot. And then in the James Bond movie that Dave Bautista was in, he has 1 word. And he's like, fucking Vin Diesel's gonna give me all the shit for this. Because literally he says one thing, shit, and then he gets warped out of a train.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniform while I've been in here?
That's reasonable.
Yeah. Who are you?
Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns.
What is this place?
Oh, you mean you
Look
didn't
at
come here on
fucking
purpose?
Cena's
I'm
face.
shocked. I really am. This slice
He's
of
so
paradise
suspicious.
is the Paraguas
Just
mining
like, who's
facility.
this
The
fucker?
only supplier of shipping-grade engine fuel to this corner of the galaxy. Paraguas fuel plays havoc with
You know, I
engines,
think this
but it
guy
gets
can
the
see.
job done.
Yeah.
As long as you don't mind the toxic byproducts and trying to mine it without blowing yourself up.
This facility doesn't sound too safe.
Yeah, this asteroid belt is one giant minefield. One proton torpedo, even a stray blaster shot, can start an explosion that'll make the one that shattered Paraguas 2 look like a kid's pop detonator.
What happened to Paraguas 1?
You know the planet with the exposed core you saw flying in? That hole was caused by the first mining station that tried to siphon fuel off the planet. Blew a whole chunk out of the planet and set it drifting out here in a big clump of fuel-cooled asteroids. So the miners drill the asteroids now. not the planet's surface. That's why they don't allow blasters here. Can't trust a miner jumped up on Juma juice not to fire one stray shot that'll turn the entire colony into a thermal detonator. Do I look like some miner? Look, when I start shooting, I'm real careful who and what I shoot, even when I'm drinking. Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want, but they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal. You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting. Then there was some big explosion, and then I was sitting here for a long time, waiting for some half-naked miner to show up and ask a bunch of questions.
This is 4,000 years before that.
Okay.
This is... Order 66 is the second Jedi Purge. This game takes place basically just after the first one.
Okay.
So
I didn't know there was a first.
Yeah, the Sith are real efficient. They do one Jedi Purge every like 5,000 years. Real, top-notch, timely fellows.
Exchange is a big crime.
They also have the really cool art-looking armor.
Spice
Some of
running,
them
gun
do.
trafficking, slave
The
trading.
ones in the first game.
Now I guess they're posting
Yeah.
bounties
I
on
always thought it was
Jedi.
cool, being the easily impressed child I was.
Yeah, I had only played that game after watching the original Battlestar Galactica, so I always thought they were the Toaster Crew. Fucking these fucking Cylons walking around on Taris.
I'm so mad that I can't watch the original Battlestar on Netflix.
I actually own it on DVD. Because my dad exists.
We have the remake, but like I don't want to watch that.
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange
The
wants one
remake
as a
was actually
trophy.
very good.
Somebody's got something.
It is.
against
I just wanna
Jedi
watch the
he's looking
original.
to collect.
Yeah.
Not
The
many
original's
Jedi
very
left.
weird.
Wouldn't surprise me
Yeah.
if the bounty's pretty high.
Also, odd choice to gender bend some characters, or just one character. I can't
Just
recall.
really the one. Starbuck, I think, is the only one I can remember.
I doubt it. No. It was
I gotta be honest with you, and I haven't been paying attention to most
The
of
ones
this
that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War.
I haven't.
Lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows?
Oh, yeah, he's basically explaining everything I just told you.
Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been? Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
My favorite implication of this game being
I
like
guess.
4,000 years
There's rumors
prior
all over
to,
space about it.
Order 66
All I heard was
is
Revan
that,
returned to pay Malak
like,
back for trying to kill her in the
that
first
4,000
place.
years,
No women.
like, technology has gone absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, the only thing they've accomplished is they've decided to put swords to rest. Like
Yeah,
physical swords.
basically.
That's it. Like
So
shotguns.
that's why no one does it.
Yeah. That's the only thing. That's as far as they've gone.
So are bullets still illegal?
No, actually, you can get slug throwers as late as the Clone Wars.
But when did they become war crimes?
All right, now here's the thing. I'm pretty sure if you imply that Revan is a dude, you don't have to listen to Karth. And I really don't want to listen to Karth.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I just hoped Revan was a woman.
Like this conversation right here is the best evidence against nobody understanding what the fuck Revan looked like. This is the best argument for everything that happens in the first game. Is a conversation in the beginning of the second game. That's more
Look,
questions for
no
you.
offense or anything, but your weird half-naked interrogation isn't my idea. Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody?
I killed them.
From my beautiful view in this security cage? Look, I heard some explosions, some emergency alarms, some toxic gas pouring out of the vents. Maybe none of them survived whatever happened. And if they're all gone... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times.
Yeah.
This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down this cell security field and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship and then we fly out of here.
The miners in the medbay were murdered. Know why?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Never mind.
So you done interrogating me, or are we gonna work together and try to get out of this mess? Great. Now to business.
Also, if you pick just stay ahead of me and don't make any sudden moves, you might arrive before
Alright, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. Thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure Pazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown. Hey! This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean.
The gamble games.
That is poker with subtraction. I'm sorry, blackjack with subtraction.
Blackjack.
No. Someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here. Trapped. I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us. Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
If you can understand what T3M4 is saying and translate it to me, then as far as I'm convinced, you're an alien.
You know, there are a lot of problems with Star Wars, but the droid noises are still very enjoyable.
That's true.
Honestly, the sound design of Star Wars in general is just really good.
With a few notable exceptions. Now, while it's mostly a plot device, Wat Tambor is a problem I have. Oh god, nope, nope, can't shoot that. Bash that. Can you please? Okay, no, can't punch this.
Oh no! This is watch you just fucking blast that wall.
I might not be able to open this container.
Do you need to?
I'm pretty sure I do.
Oh fuck.
Alright, we're moving on.
You could shoot near it.
No, I can't aim.
I know, you can shoot near it.
I might also have to open this door with security.
I will. If it's absolutely required, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you want to get into that tricky shit, then...
Yeah, I'm not gonna glitch through that. It's whatever. It's not John Cena doing it, which is the important. Look at that fried asteroid down there. I don't have any repair parts. Why are these all locked? God damn it. I actually think there's a parts bin over. Right here? Oh, I need to get explosives right to open that. I think the explosives are in this. That's a sonic grenade, it's not the one.
Alright, it's 9 o'clock. I gotta go wind down for bed. You guys enjoy.
I certainly will try to. I'm getting components out the ass right now.
If this continues on the weekend, I'll be able to stay up and watch.
Yeah, I'm probably only gonna run it for about 2 hours at a time.
Okay.
Because I can absolutely get ridiculously engrossed in this game and play it for extremely long periods of time, but I also don't want to do that.
Yeah. I know how that is.
Yeah.
You start up a game, think like, oh, it's gonna be fun. Like 8 hours later, you're like, where's the day?
Yeah. In the in the middle of next week, I discover that I don't have a
Or do you have a job?
Yeah. It'll also make this take long, which gives me more time to think of stipulations for the first game, which I will be playing through after this one, and I will be saving a lot more because that game has a tendency to crash inconveniently.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I'm off to bed. Y'all take care.
Adios, amigo.
You too.
Alright. Also might turn the music down. Might not. I remember what you have to do. You have to go down here, recover the mine in the place. Or you get a mine from the place. And components. Motherfucking components. You know what we're not dealing with? You guys. Oh, it didn't hit the other guy. Yeah, this game also does not have the droid shield disruptor super weapon.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it doesn't just cancel enemy AI, which is unfortunate because that was a very amusing thing to have.
Yeah.
Back upstairs, open the door with a deadly sonic explosive, which is honestly overkill for a door, but you know, such is life in the Socialist Republic, right?
Yeah.
That's how Scrambly Man. This guy fucking flat my head.
You gotta have your head clapped.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta clap a motherfucker in the head. You know, that's
just the way it is.
What you gotta do. Because any way you want it, that's terror.
Yeah, basically.
Spaceballs the flamethrower. Alright, now I have a mine, so I'm gonna blow this shit up. Wow, I didn't actually turn anything to paste. That's surprising. Oh, I got a short sword. T3M4's favorite weapon. I don't think he can actually... Yeah, he can't equip those. That's disappointing. Also, field survival pistol somehow does not qualify as a just regular pistol. Definitely not a blaster or anything. just a field survival blaster. I will blast you. Okay. We're done. Now that I have my coffee, ready to go into attack mining droid Mark 1. I ain't getting clapped in the head this time.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Now, look, these are the droids that shoot at me. There's armor, right? Nope, I can't use that because you gave me armor I can't use. That's why. Thanks, Bio. That's not BioWare. Don't shoot him, just delete him. There's a slight flaw in this game in the way that they built it, and that I don't think they ever expected you to actually place mines like on your own. And there are some there are some boss fights where you can just load up on mines and just put them in like an entryway and just walk into the area and then just lure the guy out and he'll just delete himself. It's actually the best way to beat the boss, in air quotes, on Taris. Not Davik, but fucking the Dark Jedi guy before him. I forget what his name is. I don't even think he has a name.
So can you just put all of the mines on top of each other?
Yeah. No, like it literally becomes hard to click on the door to open it.
Oh boy.
Yeah. In noises. Be deet. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So is that stupid droid of yours going to come through or not?
After Bereet.
Be deet.
You bet.
Well, I'm beginning to think I was a little better off in my...
Open the door so that
what do
I
you
may
know?
get on the
A
floor.
little cargo cylinder came through.
And walk the dinosaur.
If he got the turbo lifts working, then we should have a clear run to the hangar. Wait. Don't tell me you're taking that hatch down into the mining tunnels. Are you? That explosion I heard came from below. There's probably nothing down there except superheated rock and collapsed blast tunnels. You'd be an idiot to go down there.
You'd be an idiot to go down there. So I'd be John Cena. And Vanilla Ice, actually. More Vanilla Ice.
You're either really brave or really crazy. Or both. Alright, I'll try to monitor things from up here. And be careful. The only thing moving down there is likely to be mining droids, so don't be playing hero too hard.
Don't be playing hero too hard?
Not that I care what happens to you or anything.
Roger that.
I just don't want to be trying to get off this rock by
possible.
myself. I'll keep the comlink open. I may be able to guide you through the tunnels from up here. Don't know if the signal will hold if you get too deep, though.
You have received a comlink. That actually shows up in your inventory, by the way. Like it's down at the bottom, I think. Yep, there it is. Comlink. You can't sell it, but you'll have it for the rest of the game.
Oh boy.
I get to click on everything so that I don't have that flashing.
Isn't that no?
It is, honestly. I can't even break it down and turn it into components. My third favorite thing. It's a shame. I forgot where that door is. I think it's just... It's not that one. It's one of these two doors. Opens. I forget which one it is. Probably not. Oh, it is this one. Oh, it's because I turned these guys off. I forgot. Sitting up there, this guy's fucking droids looking at me like, hey. I turned it off. I forget sometimes how to play this game. I promise you I've beaten this game before.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta not remember how to play a video game.
Yeah, oh, that's the docking door. Oh, that's right, it's down that other hallway. It's backtracking mode. I'm exploring the map instead of doing my objectives. The sad thing is that I've played through Paraguas like 15 times. And I still don't remember how to get off the freaking administration level. You know, it's the first 5 minutes of the game.
Can you read me? There's a lot of interference down there, probably caused by that explosion. Still, it looks like there's a route down to the Paraguas fuel depot. If the passages haven't collapsed, that explosion knocked out most of the sensors.
Most of them.
There should be an emergency crate in the next room. Watch yourself. There's a lot of droid broadcasts in that area, but I can't pin them down. Will do. And be careful down there.
Not in this room. I also like how the locks on this is just a wheel that is gripped by 4 fingers. I finally get to put on pants.
Find the emergency supplies? About time. The whole half-naked Jedi thing was wearing a little
Finally,
thin. But there may be some survey gear
Yeah,
and a safety harness
pants.com
inside the
showing
crate,
up
too.
to a town near
Miners
you.
wear them when staking claims on the asteroids. The survey gear is designed to spot and protect you against sonic mines, and the safety harness can be helpful if you try to disarm them. Just one more thing. I've narrowed down some of the ID signals, and if the numbers are right, you're sharing those tunnels with a battalion of mining droids. Well, these are construction models. They shoot like a moisture farmer militia. Since they rely on ranged weapons, get in close with a melee weapon and start bashing them. In close combat, the guy with the vibro blade has the edge over the guy with the rifle, droid or not. Otherwise, just drill them from a distance. If they're not shielded, that is. There's gotta be some central controller down there. See if you can find a terminal by the main access shaft.
Oh, man.
That'd be governing intelligence.
Just want to loot this corpse. More components. Let's go. Energy shield, and then a Paraguas mining shield, which has the same icon. My sick mining uniform. And my headgear. I have 4 parts. I think I need another part to get that guy to do the things. Don't want to go that way. Boy. I'm gonna need a lot of mines. I have a feeling I'm going to need a lot of mines.
Watch where you step. I'm picking up a lot of sonic mines down there.
Probably.
Don't run unless you have to. It makes them harder to spot. If you have any skill with demolitions, you might be able to recover
Oh, I
them
think
and
I
use
need
them
to
against
point in
the droids.
demolitions in
That
order
is, if the mines don't get you first.
to
If you have survey gear or a safety harness, put them
that
on.
and shuts
They'll make
up.
spotting and disarming the sonic charges a little easier.
Understood. John Cool Ice Cena out. Yeah, I need a point in demolitions in order to do that. Oh, and you son of a bitch. Trying to loot the corpse without setting off the mine. What does he do? Steps on the mine. Thanks, John. So this guy's absolutely turned on. Well, I have 9 repair parts. 2, 4, 8, 8. This clunky ass motherfucker. These are the loudest moving units in the game, by the way. Oh, that guy just fucking tried to save JFK. That guy absolutely just took a bullet for that guy. That was heroic. I just want to loot the corpse. Oh, I'm gonna get clapped. Really did not need to fix that guy. Regret spending those parts. But I always do it. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. Continue patrolling. Alright, no, you're gonna just patrol in a circle? In this one room? Thanks, man. You're an asset. I'm just gonna turn on invisibility mode. That's how you shoot people. You stick your blaster up his nose and pull the trigger. That's how it's done, my man. I'd like to know how a droid got 35 credits. I'm just a guest here. Aw, didn't mean to do that.
Somebody was using a quarter to tighten the screws on him.
Yeah. Also, when I was finishing up Kotor 1 the other day, literally right before I'm about to fight Matt, there's like this cutscene. He kills 2 Jedi guys. Spoiler alert: Jedi stuff. He kills these 2 Jedi guys by a door, completely pointlessly, and you can loot their corpses for some reason. And I loot the corpse like I'm expecting, I'm gonna get a life support pack, or maybe like a robe or something, or another lightsaber. Nope, 35 credits. Why are you going to give me 35 credits before I'm about to fight the final boss of a game? Why? Why do you do this to me? Turn on the shield so I don't...
Hey, watch out. That explosion has superheated the tunnels ahead. That steam will cook the skin off your bones. If you can find a mining energy shield, switch it on. It should protect you against the heat if you move quickly enough.
Understood. John, cool, I see now. Oh, I'm getting murdered.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Alright. So I'm not on the auto draft also. What is it? I have this. I have the plasma torch. I probably don't need more points. We could increase that skill. Shut up. Powers booth. I'm disappointed I can't use Force Scream on droids. That sucks. Guess I might as well get Effect Mine now. Oh, I have 2 Force powers. I guess I get. Oh, I need Force Potion. So that way I can get to giant icons. By the way. Yeah. It disappoints me that I don't think I'm gonna be able to get Force Whirlwind. Don't you dare set me on fire. Why did you throw it that way? It's not the... Okay. Nobody ever said this guy was smart. As I force push a small droid into oblivion. Can I loot the broken droid? Can you? Thank you. That was remains. Nope, it wasn't remains. Whoever placed these mines is a genius. Like an absolute genius. Just walk past them. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to use Force Whirlwind on any of the mining droids, which is disappointing because the animations for that Force power
I
are
think it's the main ventilation shaft.
fantastic.
So the central droid controller should be somewhere nearby. Keep an eye out for it. I'm picking up a lot of droids. If you still have a mining energy shield, I'd equip it and switch it on.
I don't need your shields. I mean, I'm gonna turn it on because they're worthless. There are sensor balls.
Sensor? It must be maintenance drones. Watch out. Those little pests will try to repair the mining droids if you don't gun them down first. Still, it's odd they're still active after the explosion. They don't have the same shielding as the mining droids. Be careful of those droids. I don't like this.
I don't like you. Understood. John Cool, I seen it out. Check out this corpse. I don't know. I always forget what these do, so I usually just turn them all on. Just chilling out. That was a wonderful noise. Stabbed a fucking mining droid with a plasma torch. I don't know why I'm still using plasma torch on these guys. I have a sword. Granted, that sword sucks, but... Here. Oh boy. I found clothes.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. We've advanced so far in the plot. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Step into the plasteel cylinder. That's how you open it. Everybody knows. That's how you do. Oh, I could have. I didn't have 3 computer spikes anyway. Turn off the containment fields, because who needs to contain it? In the immortal words of Bob Page. Why contain it?
Why contain?
Yeah. Dangerous explosive fuel, don't need to contain it. Just need to attempt to stab a motionless droid and miss. I really...
It's like a reasonable thing to do.
Yeah. That guy did not know where he wanted to go, but he wanted to be anywhere but in front of me. That much was clear. This door is locked. Oh, that didn't... Get away from me! And he's right back. Okay, you're just gonna teleport next to him. Movement controls. All of the things that I need to be a successful human being. Also, they switched where the action stuff is on the bottom left and right. So like the party stuff was on the left in the first game, on the right in this game. Unless I changed that as an option like 13 years ago. Which is entirely possible. Like, I legitimately don't... I want this droid to die, by the way. And it... So, I got a basket. I can turn a basket on this one. But, so, your mug was on the bottom left, and it was nice, because my FPS counter's on the bottom left. And it would block my face in KOTOR 1, but it doesn't block it in KOTOR 2. So I have to stare at this guy's giant mug on the bottom right the entire game. So, bang up job for picking 39. Yeah, it's, I think, slightly better than, the, debatably minority guy we got the first experiment. Which, that guy is just, it's a bad face. Plain and simple. Just doesn't look good. Well, I accidentally skipped that dialogue. Trust me, whatever you've detected, it's probably...
The containment fields in the mining tunnels are shutting down. You need to get out of there before they vent fuel to the surface of the asteroid through the tunnels. I may be able to keep it contained until you get the turbo lift to the fuel depot, but not for much longer. I'm locking down the turbo lift to the administration section now to keep the blast from spreading. If you've got anything left to do down there, make it quick, because where you are is going to get real hot real soon.
That's how I like it, Adam. Don't step in the mine. This droid doesn't know what to do. Oh! I have run out of force points. The good news is, okay. That droid just gave up on life. Nope. Yes, I can. I think this goes on the way out. I actually don't know where this door goes. Don't remember. Parts. Gold. My understanding. Oh, I think this is the shortcut. I forget. Oh, man. I should only go to this place once, and I'm gonna step on that. Yep, I'm gonna step on this too. Oh yeah, this is the corpse that has everything in the game. Forgot about that guy. It's a good corpse. He died in... Yeah, he died in the Red Faction tunnel. Yeah, that guy has a lot of stuff. So pro tip, open that door. Because nothing says hello there like battle stimulants. Now I have 3 of them. Yeah, I don't feel like dealing with those guys. Grenade physics in this game are confusing, so long as you don't question them. Didn't want to step on that. That was not intentional. That damaged cylinder, by the way, I'm pretty sure you have to blow it open. And I don't have any skill in demolition, so I don't think I can. No. With this corpse. Did not need to go into stealth. Also, really did not need to engage this guy with guns. Here lies John Cool Icena, habitual looter of remains. sick combat roll, though.
Greetings. It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master, provided my receptors are not off focus. How may I be of assistance? Answer. I am a survivor of the Harbinger, just as you were, Master. With the unexpected termination of my previous Master, you are the only organic which I may now serve. Answer. The Captain of the Harbinger, Master. I was in transit to Telos to facilitate communications and terminate hostilities. However, we did not arrive at our intended destination. Irritated answer. Oh, Master, it is such a long, dull story, and not terribly relevant to our current situation. Hesitant explanation. That has been the subject of considerable discussion since our arrival here, Master. Many have attempted to claim you and this unit as salvage. I was crudely interrogated concerning our brief history together on board the Harbinger, before its communications, weapons, and engines suffered the cascade failure that disabled the ship. Speculation. It is possible you were incapacitated and locked in the well-shielded cargo compartment as the Harbinger was being systematically crippled, Master. Clarification. Yes, Master. No doubt the flurry of destruction on board the Harbinger somehow drugged you into a stupor from which you could not awaken. Most curious. Placation. Merely a turn of phrase, Master. The implication that your state was due to the result of ingesting large quantities of Juma juice was unintentional. I meant to communicate only that you were somehow rendered unconscious before you were locked securely in the cargo hold. Clarification. By locked, I meant sealed, Master. My vocabulator seems to be malfunctioning. Recitation. Following the unusual set of coincidences that led to the cascade failure in the Harbinger's systems, we were boarded by a small freighter with unknown ID codes. It appeared that this freighter had been attacked, and the captain wanted to study it. This freighter appeared to be still spaceworthy. Your cargo compartment was breached, and you were taken on board the freighter shortly before the Harbinger's systems began to go critical. I, too, managed to board the freighter before the Harbinger's destruction. We were most fortunate to have survived, Master. Explanation. I believe it was a smuggler's vessel by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Speculation. As to its purpose, I do not know. Perhaps it was always its intention to play dead, then kidnap you off the Harbinger and rob me of my bounty. Clarification. By bounty, I refer to your life, Master. It would pain me to see you damaged in any way. That is why the arrival of this Ebon Hawk caused me considerable distress. Apology. My memory core cannot provide a clear answer on that point, Master. Suffice to say that once we arrived at this floating rock, our situation became much clearer. Explanation. Despite my market value, Master, the miners were far more interested in you. It did not take long for me to ascertain the reason for this. While an HK protocol droid is a valuable piece of property, Jedi are worth much more in certain exclusive markets across the galaxy. Painful admission. I must confess to feelings of inferiority at the speculated difference between my value and the price for your capture. I was forced to remind myself it was not due to a failing of my model or function, but because you were a Jedi? Surprised answer. Why, I told them, Master. You are the exiled Jedi who served with Revan in the Mandalorian Wars, are you not? I hope all that has happened has not been the result of a miscommunication. If so, then the problem lies with the core word databases, which are notoriously spotty. Answer. All that has happened has been because they believe you to be a Jedi, Master. They debated what to do with you as you lay unconscious in the medical bay. One group seemed intent on selling you as property. The other group opposed this. 3 standard hours after the division between the miners became apparent, accidents began to occur throughout the facility. A result of improper maintenance, I believe. These accidents coincided with the degradation of the mining droid behavioral cores. Crude models are prone to such failures, resulting in murderous rampages. The mortality rate of organics in the facility rose quickly. Many miners began to join you in the medical bay as a cascade of flawlessly timed detonations occurred in isolated gas pockets in the lower levels of the facility. The explosions herded the miners into emergency sections of the station, quickly and efficiently cutting them off from communications and facility control. But sadly enough, not the ventilation systems. You see, the explosions had damaged specific sections of this facility's ventilation systems, causing a slow, lethal buildup of toxic fumes in the dormitory level. Defensive answer. Master, I am a protocol droid, not a well-crafted assassination droid of unrivaled sophistication. To have carried out the actions that took place here would have required an unusual set of skills. It is highly unlikely I possess the knowledge of how to reprogram the memory cores of base worker-class droids into killing machines, let alone to terminate the organics of this facility utilizing only Aerotech 500 series laser mining drills and explosives fashioned from proton missile cores. Admission. I cannot and will not attempt to change your mind, Master. I would urge you to consider that your Kotor tank treatments may have caused some disorientation. Conjecture. The administration of a large dose of sedatives over a short period of time would likely prove fatal to miners, although not to a Jedi. For a Jedi, it would simply render them unconscious for ease of transport. Quite inventive. Answer. I was merely commenting on the idea itself, Master, not the execution of the idea. Though that, too, was inventive. Besides, Master, those miners intended to murder you, or worse. Any complaints they would have at being murdered would be the highest form of hypocrisy. Of course. Hesitant answer. A T3 utility droid would be a common sight in this facility. It is indeed curious that I have not seen many since my arrival. However, I feel I must inform you that, droid prejudice aside, T3 models exhibit excessive individualism when not routinely memory wiped. This individualism can become such a nuisance that even a droid such as myself is tempted to reduce them to their base components, if not crush them into slag. But enough of my seemingly irrelevant tangent. Where did you leave the droid, Master? That would logically be the best place to look. Answer. Then that would explain why such a T3 unit isn't here, Master. I believe my photoreceptors are functioning adequately enough to verify that. Of course, Master. How may I be of assistance? pitying answer. Oh, that is unfortunate, Master. The hangar is sealed behind a containment field. It would be impossible to open it. Answer. Only the Paraguas administration officer would have such codes, Master. If he hasn't already been murdered in an unfortunate accident, then he is trapped in the dormitory section, which has been effectively cut off from the facility by explosives. Theory. You could walk across the surface of the asteroid to the dormitory airlock, but such a route would be extremely hazardous, and I do not wish to see you damaged. Warning, Master. Continued exploration of this facility may place you in unnecessary danger. I encourage you to return to the medical bay and wait for retrieval from a vessel that is no doubt on the way, even as we continue this pointless conversation. Weary resignation. Very well, Master. But there is very little that I can do. You see, the airlock is sealed by a code. Correction. Oh, I already possess the code, Master, but I am afraid that it will do you no good. Condescending explanation. Master, the console governing the droid maintenance area and the airlock is voice-printed, musing. In the last days of his life, the maintenance officer was quite careful about voice protocols, bordering on paranoid obsession. Conjecture. I suspect once he realized something was wrong in the facility, he voice-locked the droid bay functions. A prudent measure, but in the end, he met the same fate as the rest of the organics. Condescending explanation. Oh yes, Master. The code is Maintenance Control Voice Print ID R1B5. But unless the maintenance officer speaks the code, it is useless. Answer. Master, you cannot. You are trapped here just as I am. There is nothing to do, except patiently wait for whatever the future has in store for us.
It's a very long conversation.
It is a hell of a long conversation.
Answer. That is all that remains of the maintenance officer, Master. At the end, he was quite incoherent from the pain, and attempts to facilitate communications with him proved useless. I heard his dying screams as the droids he tended turned on him, mining him like a piece of asteroid rock. Recitation. Oh yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop! Stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in decibel, Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life. Objection. Master, to commit such an act would be in violation of the ethics programming most droids are believed to possess. I am afraid there is nothing that can be done.
There's more.
Most droids are believed to possess.
Believed to possess. Yes. Also, there is more in that conversation, but I need something else rather than hear it twice.
Oh yeah, you need to go and
yeah, I need to get the voice print sensor. I need to go upgrade.
Oh come on, you don't want to sit there and talk to him for 12 hours?
No, I don't. As much as I would like to sit there and talk to him for 5 hours. Also, the best noise in this game is the assemble noise. I can't explain how they made that.
Greeting. It is a pleasure. Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you intact, Master. How may I be of assistance? Answer. That is I. Recitation. Addendum. Objection. Master, to commit such an act would be in violation of the ethics.
God damn it.
Irritated objection. Master, there is nothing wrong with my communications functionality. I will prove it. A recitation. Maintenance control voice print ID R1V5. There. Was that sufficient, Master? Confused query. I am sorry, Master. Were you speaking to yourself?
Boy. Who the fuck threw a grenade at me? This fucking grab hands. Delayed animations. Almost died. Good news is, did not die. Better news, you get to watch the limp animation.
Oh boy. That's my favorite.
Yeah. It's the best one. And I can't level up intelligence.
Come on, man, you don't need that shit.
I don't need that shit. John Cena the Wise. No, strength first. Alright, we're gonna add force speed early. Because running around this place is awful. Giant icon that I can't possibly miss. You also, watching this, watching someone run in force speed is actually difficult. Because it's very disorienting. The dreaded sword wiggle. Oh. Hold on, my plaque. I missed a door? Are you kidding me? I missed a door. I'm gonna die. This is great. Imagine, I don't think I could live with myself if I tried to hit a door with a melee weapon and missed. I don't think I could do it. Hack that particular droid to bits. Try this again. Now you hit it this time. Way to go. And there's a man behind you. Big dude, as a matter of fact. I don't know why there's 2 doors to this, that both of them you need to break to open. Very pointless. Got him. Oh, the floating mines. Oh, it's gonna be inconvenient. Now that that's over with.
Maintenance control, voice print ID,
Get up.
1B5.
Get up.
Oh boy. If there's anything else interesting, I can look at the voice logs, which I'm hitting things with the wrong button. Breaking all the items. Alright. What I think I'm gonna do is... Yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave this off after the greatest animation in the history of anything. Which is, if you remember this from the first game, this is the slowest part of the first game. They decided, nah. Instead, we're gonna move you at 9,000 miles an hour in the spacesuit. Because everybody hated the spacesuit. So you get this, which is ridiculous. I love this part of the game. This is how you're supposed to walk in space. If I ever go to space, this is how I will walk.
Like the world's fucking fastest penguin?
Yeah.
That's about time. I lost your signal after you left the mining tunnels. Now you're coming in clear.
Except I'm picking you up on the exterior of the facility, on the asteroid's surface. That can't be right.
Huh? What are you doing out there?
I'm having trouble with the radar, sir.
You're crazy, even for a Jedi. Look, you need to get out of there, quick.
I'm trying to pick up the pace.
What little is left of the facility's venting systems have gone active, most likely from the explosions in the mining tunnels. They're venting Paraguas fuel deposits into space through the exterior vents, right in your path. That's just it. They're not supposed to be active when the airlock's opened, and not without the safety measures kicking in. The vents look like they've been purposely rerouted to vent the gases to the exterior, and only in the last few minutes. It's almost as if... Now what now? I don't believe this. There's a ship coming in, sending a docking code. I have a bad feeling about this.
It's time for another cutscene. And now, we introduce Dr. Dre. The greatest of the Sith Lords. When I was younger, I used to call this guy the Grinch. Because he 100% stole Christmas. Look at this man. This man is literally as dry as a desert. I like how half the consoles are on the screensaver. On the bridge. Like, clearly on the screensaver. Just the Republic.
It's not even really floating back and forth.
Yeah,
Like,
it's kind of wiggling.
It's straight up just flipping. Is aggressively shaking back.
Yeah. And here is an introduction to depth perception. Yeah. Right? None of this looks right. In the dark ages of 2004, there is only confusion.
He has come.
Thanks, Grant. Now time to get the fuck out of here. You have no idea how happy I was when I started this and I walked at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And I was like, thank God. You actually, I think you walk faster in that spacesuit than you do without it.
I like that they didn't, like, just make a better animation for it or anything.
Oh no, they just sped it up.
They just sped it up.
Yeah. That was hands down the worst part of the first game. Unequivocally. That was garbage. Hello there! How do you miss when you're inside of a person? It's actually a significantly more philosophical question than it should be. Also, best thing they did with this game, when you take a data pad into inventory, it displays what was on that data pad after you take it, instead of having to go into the inventory and find the data pad, which 9 of which are also named data pad.
Data pad.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Bio.
Fuck.
So that's actually a very nice part of this game. That I get to read all the data pads I pick up when I pick them up, instead of on 3 planets later when I'm trying to decipher what the fuck these Mandalorians were talking about. I don't know if I'm about to make a huge mistake. Okay. I was about to make a huge mistake. Stab the door. Stab the door. Thank you. Don't punch the door first, just... No touch. Just stab. Break all these items. Don't open the same locker twice.
No catch. Just sauce.
Just sauce. It's killing me having to break all these items. Absolutely killing me. Don't open it. I want you to open this locker. Clicking on lockers is the worst. Absolute worst. Break down items. You break down items. Broken item. It's too bad I can't make any security tunnelers. I don't know. Oh yeah, you can also just make a blaster rifle, which is retardedly illegal on this place, but you know.
Yeah, we don't worry about
Yeah, nobody asked me, right? That's the thing. Yeah, you can't just make a lightsaber also. That's the sad part. I can make some armor shit though. Is this oh yeah, it is upgradable. best part ever. I heal myself now. I always, yeah. I regenerate like 2 HP per second. Which I'm gonna need to turn on. I can force speed. Oh, I can't do that. I have fooled nobody. That's bad. That's real bad. This is not good.
Turn invisible, step forward, immediately frozen.
Yeah. Should know better than to try and force push a static object. You know what? I just answer the phones. Sneak through these mines to go raid this corpse. And then step on the mine anyway.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. What do we have now? Oh, boy. Not? Okay. Oh, you good. Oh, you just didn't play the animation. Best dodge in the history of dodges right there. And I'm about to be frozen. If it frees you, I can show you that it'll show you what the look like. Nah. I forgot to say anything. You'll just have to wait until I get stasis field. The horror. I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill these guys, and then I'm probably gonna call it for the night. Yeah. Get shot by this guy. Throw sonic grenades at his turret from or something else unrelated. Launch a grenade out of my brain?
Sometimes you just gotta.
Sick dodge and launches a grenade out of his flat top. That's a part they're never gonna search. It's a great idea. World-class smuggler hides grenades in his head. That's where it's at.
You legitimately only had half a brain.
and you chose to use it to store hand grenades. Alright. We'll go in there next time. After I loot these remains. Because I can't walk away from good remains. Slot. There we go. It's her. Nope. Here. There we go. That's our save game. And that's a wrap.